She's here to do something, to turn a sorrow into something wonderful for the people and the young people of Liberia. Miss Joy, please introduce yourself to our audience. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us today.
Good morning. I'm super excited. So my name is Rose Joy Karmorh, and I'm so happy to be in Liberia. Hello to Masarala and everybody. You didn't call Grandpa, so.
I did call Grandma, sir. You see, look at you. You trying to start a travel thing, huh?
To my grandpa's people, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. But anyway, my name is Rose Joy Karmorh. I'm a Liberian, a full-fledged Liberian, and I'm from the U.S., from Philadelphia. Shout out to my family, Jay Bays, and my mother, Ellen Woods. And, I'm so happy to be invited here today to talk about this great initiative for my country.
Thank you to everybody. Uh, I know I'm about to ask you a question. I know it's hard, but I want to be personable so that people can understand what it is we are trying to do. And I'm all in support of you. Wherever I can help, please let me know. But like I said earlier, you are trying to turn a sorrow into something wonderful.
Right.
Miss Karmorh, Rose Joy lost her son about how long now?
A couple of months. Because he passed the 29th of July.
29th of July, he passed away. He was a great young man, a strong young man. I met him a couple of times. Even in the hospital, he was still full of joy.
Yeah.
He was still full of that spunk. He was witty with his, and I, I'm glad that I was able to meet him in the short time that I got to know him. I'm glad that he made an impact in my life for the short time I was able to be around him. He will surely be missed.
Yeah.
And I know that what you are doing is from the bottom of your heart, and I know this is what he will want you to do.
Yeah.
He was an athlete, a track star, and a football player. And so I am grateful that what you are doing. So let me turn it over. I just want to give my sorry. I haven't seen you since the whole thing since he passed.
Yes.
Because I was in Liberia, and I'm glad you are here, and I can say it in public to you, and from the deepest part of my heart, I am so sorry. I have my sympathy, my condolence, and I'm here for you if you ever need to talk and stuff. But I'll turn the mic over to you. Explain, explain what is it that you were trying to do for us.
So let's talk a little bit about Ephraim. This young man, his name was Ephraim Harris. My baby hits you in a way that you have to be ready for life. Life is such a circle. Things happen to people, and because you're not hit in the front, you don't feel the way they'll feel. But let's talk a little bit about Ephraim. So Ephraim, he passed away July 29th. He was 18 years old and 21 days. Unfortunately, in August of last year, he was diagnosed with cancer, something that we just couldn't believe because there's a very active man. Since he was 4 years old, he started playing American football, very passionate about it. All his years in the U.S., never one day or never one semester or never one year, he sat by and never did something called sports. He was very into sports. So when that, who was shocked, was like, checkers and everything would take him to the hospital. He's always well, always, particular about himself and his health. Where did this come from? But one of the cancer he had was one of those things that just happened to anybody in the U.S. They haven't found why. The name of it is germ cell cancer. So Ethan got diagnosed, but before that, very athletic, went to BVM. It's a Catholic school all his life. Then he graduated, went to Ash Bishop Ryan, where he played active football and also ran track. Was one of the best. He did everything. He ran track. He did hurdle. He did everything there was. Um, Not just on a sports car, but he was always a friend to his friends. He was always a leader. And when I tell you, this kid was such a great kid, and I just felt like, now that I see that he's not here, it almost makes me feel like it was just a short time that God wanted to have him on this. Um, Miss him so much. You know, he was one of my guy that he knows he knew his mother, and he was always there to make sure I continue to push life. He was my strength. But again, you always have to be stronger than who you are. That's one thing I base my life on. To never feel like, life is what it is now and you chilling and everything. But you have to build up a backup system that if in case something happened to you, what will you do next? And that's what I always do in my life. So I'm here, coming to Liberia is it's a happy and sad, but I wanted to be happy because I want to bring life to the youth of this country. I want to build something here that is beyond my understanding. It's beyond the Liberian people understanding. It's bigger than us, something that have never been brought here before. That, the nation, the world can say, oh, wow, this is in Liberia. And that's what I want to bring. And one thing I want to say, my son, during his last days, he knew he was going to go. So there was a question that I asked him, and it said, if nobody never met you before and your mom gets to get old and meet people in the world, and how do you want her to describe you? And his one word was, I want her to tell them I'm the greatest. I don't know where that came from. Well, that the initiative I'm here for, we're going to build this stadium. It's going to be something big. So the background behind the stadium, we want to take kids from the country to participate in the Olympics, not taking kids or people from the U.S. that is born onto Liberian family to run in Olympics. We want to take the kids from here because they deserve this. I understand that, we go to the U.S., we take our kids there and get the better education and better sports and everything. But what about our kids in Liberia? So this complex and this stadium is to bring alive the kids of this country, this land, this great land of Liberia. So that's the whole story behind the stadium. So I'm glad to be here today and for us to talk about it. Have some suggestions from the people of Liberia, wherever you at. If you have suggestion about this, I will be open to it. And also, let's have the conversation.
Okay, Miss Joy. Yeah, open the lines right now. To call the number is 0880-732-453, 788-0880. Correction. 088-0732-453, 088-0732-453, 0777-32453, 0777-32453. Miss Joy, I think that's outstanding. That's a outstanding initiative to bring. And to the people listening, I'm gonna be a little bit blunt right now. So
Right.
I'm gonna I just people that be a little bit blunt.
Right.
This young lady lost her only child. Right now, she should be caught up because I have one child myself. I don't know what I would do if I would have lost my son. She should be caught up right now, feeling down on herself, saying that her life is over. But she took the time to say she want to come back to help the young people. She want when we send players to the Olympics and so forth that they came from not saying that people who participate in the Olympics are not from Liberia. That's not what she's saying.
No.
But
No.
she want that we can develop them from right here, saying
Yeah.
that they're trained and so forth in Liberia, and they had the opportunity to train on that complex.
Yeah.
For them for to say that we went to the Olympics, that we as Liberians should be proud of that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying this to say to you, to my Liberian people, please do not be dishonest. Please do not try to take advantage of her because she's trying to do something. Please don't. That is what always tends to happen. When people come help for us to work together, you have people say, "Oh, that one coming from America, she got money. We come to kind get our own. We come to kind make our own thing. Let's go over there, go tell all the la la thing and all that stuff." My people, you stop that. We need to stop that. Think about the children that can benefit from this. To the government officials that are listening to this, don't make it hard for her to get permits to build this thing. Work with her. Don't make it hard for her the builders and the contractor who will be working and stuff. Don't make it hard for this not to get done. Children, you as a mom, as a dad, your child can be playing in the Olympics that you can be standing and be proud. Her son couldn't make it to the Olympics.
Absolutely.
She's trying to make way for your children to make it to the Olympics. Do not come around her. Knowing if you know you don't have nothing good to do, you have no good intention, stay your behind away from her. If you know you have nothing good, you know you don't believe in it, you don't have no children, you don't think your children will go anywhere, you don't think that your children is you think your children is you are useless or your child is useless, stay away from her. Only people who want the best for the Liberian children, please come around her.
Yeah.
Help her. Let's put our hands around this sister to make sure that she's able to make this happen for us, our Liberian children, so that they can train in a facility that will be best for them, that they can say, I train in Liberia, I train in Monrovia, I train over that went to the Olympics, that when they're standing on that podium and when they're putting that gold in the medal around you, we should be screaming and say, you know what? We Liberians, we did it.
Yeah.
To the Liberians out there, please, if you can donate, you can help.
Yeah.
Please, in any way, please help us.
So it's good you brought that out, because this is a non-profit project. I'm not gonna say I'm poor, but I'm a single mom, was a single mom, and struggle and try to make ends meet in the US, you know how it is. You have to work. So I didn't come here with money that, I have so much money to come. I came here with the initiative because I know that the public, people are out there looking to help to build things for a country or for kids and everything. So I'm here to do this in a way that people can support, So I need the support from everybody, even if you're in Liberia, because I know there's some people in this country that have money, They're somewhere hiding, but we know, don't put a blind eye to this project. Be a part of it. Let's do things differently. Let's come together as one. So I brought this thing, have the plan, have everything, know how to go about it. And I just want the support of my people. If you have no support with money, but have support with intelligence, have support with guidance, be there, be able to be a part of this, because this is. And one thing I would say in this day, this gonna be done. If it take everything out of my soul, I'm gonna get this done in Liberia. It's not gonna be one of these things like, there's a front. We just go and pick up things and say, okay, we're gonna get it done in Liberia. Everybody just pass through it and just like boom and going through the air. But this is almost like my child. I'm never gonna get him back, but I'm gonna live through something. And not just living through it, but other kids, other family, other talent gonna live through this dream. So let's do it. It's good my brother brought that out, because I want you guys to know we need help for this stadium. I have no money, I have no connection, but I know one thing I know. Once you have an idea, there's always somebody out there looking to do something to help something out. So I just wanted to put that.
All right, if you're listening, please call 080-732-453, 080-732-453, or 0777-32453. I'm asking right now, open the lines for you to call and give ideas on how for us to make this thing. The Eagle Talk, how can I help you? Make your contribution. Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thank you to Miss Joy and Miss Ola reading it this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for our coverage. Well, it takes time that some have nothing to do to her. Let's be there to play at the site and pray for her for a better Liberia. Thank you, madam.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much for calling.
Oh, is the site clear?
No. So the reason I'm here, I'm still we're looking for a site. You know how it is to find a land in this country.
Yes. You got to make sure everything.
I want to give a shout out to George Edwards, from the court, the probate court. I met him, and he was very inviting. When I told him about the dream, and he's willing to make sure that nobody tried to take advantage of me.
Amen.
So shout out to George Edwards. I really appreciate your help, because it takes a lot. Because you walk into a court, don't know the person, and the judge take his time to have a conversation with you. It takes a lot. So I really appreciate you, and thank you for the day that you did that.
Do you have a site in mind already?
We are looking. We are looking. And one thing, at least the people are listening. So if you have anything far from Morovia,
Okay.
we don't want nothing too far, because we want the kids, we want the youth here to have access to that place, to be able to go after school and practice, or to be able to have a game after school that they can go there and have a tournament and stuff. So something around, not to the airport, but in Marsha, close by, or somewhere going to Kakata, not too far from the city.
Okay.
So if you have anything,
So to I think but I know that we got people who some villages or some towns that have land.
yeah.
Right. So to everybody listening, we are putting the SOS call out there. We need help finding land that will build this initiative. I say again, we need help finding land. If you are listening right now, you know of places that you think this would be a great idea. I know she had the limitations, but we can work with within it. If let's just say we're not going to stick to just Kakata and no stuff for that. Let's just put it like that. Let's see what the Liberian people. I believe in us.
Right.
I believe in us that I think we can come through with this. She's not saying give us the land.
No.
We're saying that we want to buy the land.
Yes.
We're looking for somewhere that would be beneficial to the Republic of Liberia, to the young people of Liberia.
Sure.
So if you have land somewhere that you think that this stadium, this complex can be built, please call this number. You can call now, or you can call later. Send a text, and I will get you in contact with. I'll pass your number on to her. She will call you, so you can see what is it that you have. And to ask, once she gets the land, my people, I'm gonna bring you back here again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be asking for people who will help to go clear the land. She's not gonna go pay for all the clear the land. No, we're not doing that.
No.
We're not doing that. We need people to help to clear the land.
Yeah.
Because when we all help build this, then we all are invested in this.
Yeah.
So I'm asking y'all to make sure let's make this different dream come true.
Yes.
For the young people of Liberia. I know right now he's seeing his mom going, and I know he's smiling down on her right now to appreciate what she's doing in his name. So how's your stay so far since you've been there?
I love this country.
I have a saying, right? I have a saying that said everybody love Liberia. Everybody do. Everybody do. But you have to like Liberia for you to stay in Liberia.
Oh, I like triple like this country. Triple like this country. You know, when I come to Liberia, I like the country in a way that, you know, I live with the people. I embrace everything that comes with my country. Because I see this country way beyond, you know, my imagination. You know, we think like, oh, we're so backwards as a people, but we still got room for change. You know, there's nothing too late. You know, but we need to get on. We need to get on the ball because the more the world is going, they are moving. The world is moving. Liberia needs to start moving. So my stay here is always great. It's awesome. You know, I just, you know, there's some things I don't like here that I would really want to be changed.
What are some of give me 3 of those things?
Oh my God.
3.
You know, the traffic, you know, the people in the traffic, the things that happens in traffic, you know, that's major because it's safety. You know, also the entertainment center, you know, what are there, you know, for the people when it comes to safety. I'm big on safety, very big on that, you know. And also the healthcare system have to get better because in order to make people come from other part of the world to come back home and stay here, we have to fix that. We have to fix this thing called the health system. We have to do it. And I know we are capable of doing it because we leave this country, we go to other people's country, we see the better, the things to do. And it's not easy, you know, let me not say, you know, let's fix it. It's not easy. It's nothing in this country to get to or to get to a place that we can go in the US and go other places and see it working. It's going to be easy. But let's start. Let's start something. So those 3 things, you know, the safety thing, I'm very, you know, because
So,
again,
when you talk about entertainment center safety, what is it that you are speaking of when you talk about safety?
so people are there, you know, people that work there have no awareness. God forbid something happen. You know, you're in a place. I'm going to mention a big place we go every day, the Calabash. I love that place. You know, it's a very nice place. But we as a people and as business owners, we definitely have to be able to put things in place to give the customers the chance to feel comfortable. When I go out, not just here, but wherever I go, I'm like panicking because I see people and I see things happening. I'm happy to be there, but I'm also like panicking, like, God forbid if I drop here. God forbid if I have a huge stroke. God forbid if I'm eating chicken and I get choked. What happens here? What you know, what can happen to me here? You know? Because I will tell you, the death of my son make me to see that this thing called life is just life. It's once. Once you mess with it, you're done. And there's no coming back. So, you know, all those little things, if I'm drinking the water and I get choked, what happens? Who's here to help me? If someone not here from the US, and I'll tell you about an incident. I was at a police station the other day, and I had a case there, and I was about to talk about my kids there. And while I'm sitting, they come and call the CO and say, oh, one of the officers fell. You know, I'm sitting, I'm a law-abiding citizen, and also I'm from the US, I'm a nurse. So I'm like, I can sit here. I have to get up. I have to go help. Go outside. Everybody, the guy's sitting down, and when he fell, he had a mini stroke. Nobody knew what was going on. So he's sitting, and they're filming him, but he's having a stroke. You can see his face slanting. You can see his arm now, you know. So, but while coming to Liberia, I also brought like a ambulance portable bag, a big one that they use in the US. And I carry it with me in my car all the time when I'm driving. Because God forbid something happens to me. I want the people of the country to be able to have something to use before I get to the hospital.
And they're able to use it.
And that's the problem. So long story short, I go out there and I take the bag. I come, I open the bag, and I'm reaching out for the blood pressure cuff. I'm reaching out for the pulse sack. I'm reaching out for all these little things that we need to have close by to counties, to places. The ambulance service is all the way in Monrovia. It's at JFK. Can you imagine something that happened in Karmorh?
They're not getting there.
They're not. So I go there, and because there's no awareness, they don't know what's happening. They're moving the man's hands up and down because they don't know what's happening. It's nothing in there. It's nothing to say. Oh, the people don't know what's happening. So I get there. I take not young man, but like older guy. His blood pressure 99 over 130.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh my God. And the moment I saw that, I told him he couldn't even walk. So then grabbed him, put him in a car. I drove him to the hospital. I went upstairs. I talked to the doctor, told him what I found and what again, had a mini stroke. Blood pressure is way up. He could die instantly. So we need to get better with that. Because if we call in, we want now to call the Black Americans to come to Liberia because they're from here. I don't care what people say. The slaves they stopped here and they're from here.
The original left from here before they went over there.
Thank you. So if we have to call them back here, those are the things we need to start putting in place. Stop telling us, oh, you guys from America. It's not about that. I'm from Europe. I'm from Australia. The things, when it comes to safety is safety. Let's try to put these safety things into place. Because I will tell you, I don't care how much money you have in this country. And if something happens to you, and the people have no clue what's going on, you're going to die. In this country, you're going to die. Let's put safety in this country if we have to call people from around the world to come back home.
All right, I got a question. What specific training for the complex is going to have for the young people when everything is said and done? What are some of the trainings, some of the initiative? What are some of the what I'm looking for? Activity
programs
that we're gonna have.
So the stadium gonna be built and it's gonna have a track and field. It's gonna have 2 places for soccer. We're gonna have swimming pool. We're gonna have a gymnasium. We're gonna have it's gonna be everything there. So we're gonna kids that do soccer, track and field, kids that do volleyball, tennis, swimming, everything gonna be there. So we try to make the stadium in a way that everything that happens in the Olympics is gonna be at that stadium.
So that stadium, my stadium is gonna be more for the qualifying, but people, it will not be for everyday training, but just be for people training, not training, but qualifying to go to the Olympics.
Right? No. It's gonna be for training. It's gonna, cause you have to train the kids from babies to. It's gonna be. We're gonna have some academies there, soccer academies and stuff. Okay. It's gonna be for training.
Okay.
But a standardized training, because in order for you to participate in the Olympics, where you train have to be standardized.
Yes.
So that's what we're trying to do.
Okay, so it'll be if your kid's gonna be in the Olympics or kid's gonna be in the Olympics, this is where you go to train for you to
not even if they're in the Olympics.
We're gonna participate. Participate.
But we're also gonna have all the kids come there.
Okay.
To train. Because we have a lot of talented kids in this country.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the Olympics.
Yeah.
But every kid that's in this country that's somewhere laying down, can't even eat, but have a talent. We're gonna and that they're able to go there freely and do stuff there, train there every day. So when the Olympics is coming by, we go to the youth and sports and say, we have kids that have been training on the standard stadium and they want to participate in the Olympics. Don't take the people from the US. You know, we know they are Liberians. We're not taking that from them.
The people from Liberia, they can, they Liberians in the US, they can come to Liberia and qualify from here, right?
Yeah, from here.
They qualify instead of from over there.
Yeah, they can come here and qualify.
Okay.
But we also just want to take that thing from, you live in the US, you've been there, you stay there, and then you get to have that opportunity. Let's take that away from that. Let's come to a place that a Liberian kid that lived here all his life, born here, and he lived here, and now he has to stand in front of the world and show his talent. That's the reason of this stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to get away from that. We believe you can also go in the US and go and try out for the Olympics there. You can do that.
Yeah.
So give the kids the opportunity from here.
Okay.
That they can be able to stay in the world and participate in the honor of Liberia from the soul. That's what we want.
Okay. I get it. Well, all right. So when it comes to the academy, you say we're gonna have soccer,
track and field, tennis, volleyball, swimming,
basketball. We'll have a basketball gymnasium.
Everything outside, yeah.
Okay. In court?
Yeah, we're gonna cover it.
Okay.
We're gonna cover it because it has to be standardized.
Yes.
Once you're doing stuff, you have
Yes. Okay. All right. So okay, what is the estimate? Do you think that for all this to be complete, what are you estimating? How many acres of land are you estimating that we can have this thing on?
So shout out to my boy Ernest from Ghana.
I know Ernest. I had Ernest in the studio a couple of months ago.
Yo, I'm telling you, you don't have to be a Liberian, and you just have to be a person. When you live in your life in this world, you just have to be a person.
A good person.
A good person. Stop putting things to your name. Like, oh, I'm a Liberian and I'm, So shout out to Ernest. I want to say shout out to him because he's the one behind this whole thing. He's not, he's a Ghanaian. This is a guy that, living good in Ghana and say, what do I have to do with Liberia? I don't have to be with those people. But because he's a good person, and he's not just a Ghanaian, but he sees himself as an African. So wherever there's an opening to make something great in Africa, he wants to be a part. So shout out to Ernest, So again, we want to do the acres, like we're looking for like 5 to 6 acres.
Okay.
And we have estimated close to 300,000 to build the stadium. It could be more.
Okay.
But looking at it, and because Ernest did all the architecture work, and he came up with the map because he knows what the building thing's gonna do.
Okay.
But it could be more. But we're looking at 300,000 to build that stadium.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let a young man. Got a question for you? Go ahead, just ask the question right there. Ask the question. Ask her a question right there.
So it's about. I think you have a question.
I mean, ask your question.
What's your plan for after achieving? Do you intend to have what you call an academy in your son's name, apart from establishing the stadium?
Yeah. I'm talking about that to my father, John Grease. My dad is John Grease. He's known as Chippy. He played soccer in Liberia all his life. Big baller, and he still plays. The man refused to retire. But John Grease is my father. And, because he had this background of soccer, he also have opened a little academy, we can call it, in his name. It's called, So yeah, we will have that, you know, and it don't have to be in his name, but other people that have academy. Because I was standing at the Invisible Park and I saw the kids there playing soccer, and Coach Mark, you know, shout out to you, and you know, I talked to him and he told me he has academy, so that's a good one too. So yes, there'll be some in his name and some in the Liberian people name, you know, what is established here already.
What's the age range young people you want to deal with?
So we wanna do it from 3 to 4, from 3 years old.
So I mean, I think what the oldest that ever participated in the Olympics is, if I'm not mistaken, might be 29. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. From
Man,
3.
you 30 years old, you ain't growing nowhere. You be no damn Olympics. So
So we want 3 years old.
starting young,
3 years old. 3 years
starting
old.
young, starting
Really,
young.
3 years old. Why I say that, because in the U.S. the kids start playing sports at that age, 3, 4 years old.
Will the academy also provide a home where some kids going to be and also from part of the process?
Oh yeah,
Wait, 1 second.
I'm talking about kids leaving their parents' home and probably the academy has
No, no, no.
sort of home.
I know.
so it's not staying.
No, it's not stay. It's not
Yeah.
stay in academy.
Right,
No.
right.
That's not what it's doing. This is. I think that I'm glad you asked that question.
Yeah.
You know, but let me be a little bit. I'm be a little bit blunt. I'm gonna try to be a little bit diplomatic. No, this is not a stay in for you to ship your children onto there to go do it. No, that's not what it is. This is also to help change sports is conducted in the
In
country,
the country.
because we have a lot of talented young people in the country.
Sure.
We should be having high school basketball meet
Yes.
in
yes.
Liberia. We should be having high school football, soccer meet in
Yes.
Liberia.
Swim.
Swim meet and stuff. That's what we should be
Track.
having.
Yeah.
Then the next thing we should be having college basketball meet, a college league,
Yeah.
of high school league. Then a professional league, because now you're training the child playing in school in secondary school.
Yeah.
They get to college. After college, they go to pro. That's how we need to do it. That people are doing. Because one of the problems we have here, we got talented young people that they have not been trained properly.
Yeah.
And then once they get to, let's say, semi-pro, then they go
Crazy.
crazy. They
Because
have that
discipline.
exactly.
The discipline.
The discipline is not there.
It didn't come when it was younger.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then once
It become a problem.
as soon as they get the pro, then now we know the young man and all the women start following behind them. Their friends will say, "My man, let's go drink a little something." Yet, then they're not training. They're not going. They're not putting that dedication to it. I would say this. I know people. I would say this. I have not said. Like I said, I always give praises, even though that President Weah and myself have political differences.
Yeah.
Right? Even though we do, I would say this to all the young people out there.
Right.
President Weah was successful in playing football, making it to where he did. So the young people right now, when you listen to this,
Yeah.
he was successful doing what he did because one, he did not put woman business in it.
No.
He did not drink. He made it serious. He laid football. He breathed football. He ate football. That's why he was good. So the young one that me out, so you start there, you see the girl and say, "Hey, fine boy, how you doing?" Rub it on your arm, and they say, "Oh, you cute. Oh, you play football. I want to talk to you." Then you go chase behind them, put that sex into the side.
Yeah.
President Weah enjoyed sex when after he retired from football. That's when I'm not saying that he didn't do what he did,
Yeah.
but what he doing now, he did not do that
No.
when he was playing football.
No.
He concentrated on his craft.
Yeah.
He made his craft good.
Yeah.
He made himself the best. So for you to be the best, you have to sacrifice some of the stuff that you want to enjoy.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that, you're not going to go nowhere. You are not going to go anywhere. So if you cannot put in the work, so this stadium that Miss Rose Joy is trying to build, this is for you if you are disciplined, if you are a parent, and you are ready for your children to have a better future in sports. If you feel your child want to be the next Joshua, the next Adiba, and so forth, this them.
Yes.
This is what this is about. So make sure that you understand. This is not for you to take your kids and go to infant camp and then they drop you off, then they don't come back. No, this is for the schools to make sure that schools are having basketball teams, that they're having tournament. The schools are investing. The government, our government, investing in public schools to make sure that these things are happening.
Madam Rose, another question.
But before you go there, I'm happy you said that because Ephraim, you know, that's one thing I love about my baby. He was very dedicated to his sports life. You know, people would be like, "Oh, I'm so tough. I was so tough on my child," but he was so responsible when it comes to sport. Ephraim always used to say, "When this don't benefit me being a track player or tomorrow to be in the NFL, I don't want to be a part of it." That was one of his first or foremost thing he would always say. Girls, my baby was handsome. He was a fine boy. But girls, if he didn't even have time to deal with the mess. He wants to go to track practice. He wants to go to football practice. And when he comes back, he also like trying to wind down and go to bed. Girls' business, he wasn't playing with that. And one thing he always said to me, "Mom, you have nothing to worry about because I know where I want to go and who I want to be tomorrow. So no distraction can come in my way. So don't see this girl's flinking because my son was a running back, a good one. So running the ball and this girl sees him.
Oh, look at him!
Oh,
the tall young dark skin.
What was he?
Oh, he was when he passed, he was 18, but he ran track and he played football all his life from age 4 to 18. He was in sports. So you know, it's good you said that the former president because again, you know, you have to invest in talent. You can't wake up tomorrow morning and say, "Because I play soccer, so I'm good." You have to be disciplined. It comes with that. And one more thing, you know, because the coaches that coached my son, you know, when he was alive, they at his funeral and at his balloon release, his coach said, "I've never seen a disciplined child like this kid." You know, he was so disciplined when it comes to sport. Apart from sport, yeah, inviting, respectful, you be that. To be wanting to be up there and be in the place that you want to earn good money or be talented. You cannot
You have to sacrifice.
You have to sacrifice. You have to go to practices. You have to be respectful. You have to listen. You know.
You have to be humble.
You have to be humble.
So yeah, so to the Liberian national team, the young men and some people I have seen some young Liberian national team player in places drinking.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. Alcohol.
You can't be doing that.
No, you can't be doing
You
that.
haven't gone nowhere yet.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't gone nowhere yet.
So to the young people who listening, discipline. To the parents, discipline. If you want this, if we want to do this, this is what you need to do. So just because she coming to come build, and you don't think because she better still say you run on this, so then which means you superstar. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. You have to sacrifice. Sacrifice don't mean that because you walk from this place to that place. It's called when you know that you want to go and party, all your friends, or you are a young man, and you know all the girls that will come to you when you play in sports, and you able to say, I don't want to.
I'm not about that.
I'm not about that. I'm going to focus on my craft.
Yes.
I'm going to do what I need to do, what I know is necessary to be better, for me to be a better person. So please listen. Let's do better. Do better. 0880-732-453, 0880-732-453, 077-32-453, 077-32-453.
So let me just ask my last question. the stadium is yet to be built,
Yeah.
but the Liberian people are also concerned as to where are you taking trainers. Is it Liberia, out of Liberia, when it comes to those who are going to train the kids, you're going to bring them home for the academy?
Good question.
Good question.
Good
I
question.
I think we should have coaches here that are qualified to teach the kids. I mean, if we don't, we have to start investing in that.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
I would say this. I would say that in reality, I apologize for what I'm about to say.
Don't say nothing yet because you know we need the people here. We have to be careful.
No, I'm gonna be a little bit diplomatic. The trainers.
No, but you know, also,
leave it alone.
I mean, apart from
they put in the background, tell you that.
be nice. No, but on some serious note, if we don't have if we don't have trainers here that, you know, up to standard with the Olympics training and everything, we have to start investing in that.
Yes, sir.
The government have to start, you know, let us not just keep taking people out of here because the government have funds for those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not just to go and get your master's degree, your PhD. Try to be sending people out of here, technical people.
Yes.
Because this country needs to come to a place that we have to start doing some technical things in this country.
We need more technical people.
Yes.
Than
the PhD holders. Because you know, when we send these people out of the country to go learn to get masters and PhD, some of them don't even come back.
Most of them don't.
You know, so let's start. If we don't have professional coaches that's up to standard, let's get on that. Because it's still going to take a long time to be built.
I was at a basketball game recently, not like recently, but maybe a month or two ago.
Right.
And a basketball player hurt himself, and and they didn't even have a medic. It's a professional basketball thing. I'm sorry. I'm putting it like this. It was Barrow. Barrow was playing, and one of the players hurt himself.
Can you imagine?
And
been around since our
exactly. Before even born, Barrow they've been around.
Oh my God.
The guy hurt himself. He fell and he dislocated his shoulder. We have people around him talking. I mean, who's like they didn't have no medic at the gymnasium.
Yeah.
Look at the gymnasium right now. We have the one.
Which one?
They kind of have two. I say one. It's half and half. But it's two. One over down Crown Hill. The Sports Commission. Which I think that they should break that thing down. One, and then they have the one at SKD. That's okay. It's okay. It's a make do for now. But we have the area they need to break that and rebuild that whole place. That's where the incident took place. They didn't even have a medic on the ground to train this young man. I literally had to drive him all the way to Smell No Taste for him to go see a doctor.
Apart from the medics, so if you're running an academy, you're running a team, you have to have a clinic.
Yes.
And within that clinic, there's a nurse there,
a physician,
and
doctor,
a physician supposed to be attached to that team.
Yes.
Because the players need to be able to go and get those different kind of training apart from just running on the field. Just kind of exercise, and if things happen, they have to be there. We have to change.
That's why the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
We have to change.
These are the criteria that
in order to have a team.
There you go.
You have to have
a doctor on call.
Yes.
And nurses. That is for your team doctor, your team nurse, and all that stuff.
No, the doctor on call, but nurse always have to be on the field.
Yes.
Whenever there's a game, you have to have a nurse.
Oh, they didn't.
You can't say, and that's not just all, but something happened one time. I think I was playing at the bar or something, and someone fell out. It was on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. And nobody had a clue what was going on. If I'm not mistaken, maybe the guy didn't even make it. But I don't remember.
Oh, no, but
Something happened.
Let's take for example.
Yeah.
Last year inauguration of the president.
Yeah.
There was a man who died from heat exhaustion over there, where they had to wait to transfer him to JFK because they didn't know how to. Nobody was there to give him an IV. They didn't even. I don't even think they had an ambulance that would have been on ground to give him an IV that could have saved his life.
Put the money in the budget. I don't know how you guys do budget here, but make sure.
No, the money. This is how they do the budget here. They put the money in. The legislator say, put the money in the budget and give it to us, and then we will tell you how to spend it. I told the people that I said, if we want change in this country.
So if the budget was the school budget was also cut from 150,000 to 50,000.
Oh wow!
Look at that.
Oh wow!
Well, I think the last budget basketball only had $500 in it.
Yeah, sure.
$500 basketball for the whole country. $500.
And sports also can bring a good thing to this country.
Yes.
Sports can boom the economy. You gotta look at the things, the technology, the things that would bring good things to this country. Fix the budget. Let's stop. I don't even want to go into politics because, I have so much to talk about politics in this country.
I will bring you back.
We just want to talk about the basics.
They talk about sports.
The sports,
Next time I'll bring you on for us to go in on politics.
And the people that do qualification, the people that go and do inspection. Let me talk about them. Not inspection, but people that make sure do paperwork that say, okay, this team is qualified to be
to be a team.
To be a team in Liberia.
Yeah.
That's the LFA.
Do the work. do the work. Make sure, because again, I don't want to send my child to a team that don't have a nurse on the team that's on the budget that you pay every month. Because if something happened to my child at Invisible Park and your nurse is not on duty, you get sued here.
Oh, no, there's no nurse on Invisible Park right now. Invisible Park right now. Everybody's playing over there. Somebody get hurt. They're going in the car and go.
We have to do better, man.
All right.
So,
this your last question now?
Yeah.
You sure that's your last question?
That's my last question.
You sure?
Yeah, because we almost.
Yeah, one more on the time. So, make a question. You got 5 seconds to ask a question. Hurry up.
Evelyn K. Lipa, also thank you for your good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
And when it comes to discipline, I want you to talk about that. How, what will be the action taken whenever kids or you have staff misbehaving in your person? But actually, the issue of discipline is something your academy or your program needs to focus on.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna tell me this one a little bit for my sister. I know if you are a staff and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you'll be fired.
Yeah.
When discipline, you the parent, your child, you're sending your child over to that place. Make sure your child is disciplined, that they come and learn.
Yeah.
If your child is rude and stuff, they will send you home.
Oh yeah.
It ain't gonna be no leave it to God.
If the child is rude, doesn't mean you to also.
Oh no, we don't know. You would be what? But I'm saying, this is where we are as a collective thing. Right now, we have a lot of people who do social work. I know about 3 social workers in this country right now. Those are things that we need. So the social workers out there, we have these are the things that see what she's doing. You see how many jobs that can be created from this?
Yeah, a lot.
Trainers, doctors, social workers, counselors, employees, grass maintenance. There's a whole lot that can benefit the country as a whole.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, for what she's doing, please, when time comes to clear the ground, she better not be paying for it to clear the grounds. People better be volunteering to do it. When she need promotion to go out there and do it, to the media entity, y'all better not be telling her she gotta pay to come on your radio show for her to promote. This is for your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. Because when you say TV and screaming, "Go Liberia, Liberia!" Think about it.
Yep.
We all need to invest in this. Miss Rose, your partner was. What the last thing you got to say for to the people?
You know, I'm happy to be here today, and happy to be in Liberia. Oh, super excited. And I love when I see my people. You know, I'm very worried about the youth of this country. I'm very sad when it comes to the youth of this country. So the stadium and everything gonna be mostly the youth of the country. But apart from that, I we need to start rebuilding our youth. Well, we need to start talking to the youth of this country. Because again, I always tell my mom, I love her. Ellen Woods is my mother. I always tell her, I say, Mom, your generation didn't do well for us. Didn't do well for this country. And that's my own mother. I tell her that. So, in order for this country to go forward, the youth of this country needs to know better. They need to be taught different or differently. They need to look, they go on YouTube, they go on TikTok. They see how the world is moving. They see how the youth of other countries are getting to be better in life. In order for the youth of this to take the country in their hands, they need to start making better decisions. I'm gonna come back on this show because I want to talk to the youth of this country. It's so important. The kids, I go and drive and I see babies, dancing and in the streets. Parents of this country, I see kids on the motorcycle, on pimping by themselves. You have to do better parenting. I see kids in the streets selling when it's time to be in school. When you take the children from them in...
Blame the government for that one.
Where is gender ministry? What are you doing? Kids not supposed to be selling at a certain age. You need to stop this thing.
I blame President Joseph Newman Boyka for that.
You need to, and we need to give the kids better in this country, because tomorrow they are going to become the next president. They are going to become the next senator. You're driving in as an official, as a gender minister. You see babies 7 years old selling, and you passing. We have to change that. So to my Liberian people, thank you for listening to me. Let's build the stadium. It's called Ephraim Legacy. Let's make this dream come true. And I'm here again. If you have land and you're interested to be a part of this, he's going to give you my number. Make sure you reach out to me. And thank you for having me on this station.
No, I'm not gonna. They can call the show number, and I'll get that number. I will give it to you. I'm not giving your number to them before people be calling. They say, "Hey, can you give me a small team and all that other stuff?" We're gonna try. I know how people win. So everybody, thank you for listening. It's a pleasure to have Miss Joy, Rose Joy, on our platform today. So everybody, listen. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ku-Wor TV. To Liberty Radio, to our parent company, Liberty Radio. Thank you for having us. Thank you for hosting us. It's a pleasure to be here. To everybody in Liberia, thank you. Everybody have a wonderful, safe, and blessed weekend. God bless Liberia and God bless Africa. The Black Eagle out.
Listening to the best show in the waves, the Eagle Talk Show with your host, Lingus to aka Black Eagle, and the esteemed Dr. Karmorh, prepare to soar with us on Liberty.